and City just dominating the thing, bro.
Dark.
It's crazy. Obviously, there's a few years of Arsenal in there, a few years of Chelsea, but bro, it's crazy, man.
We've underperformed, bro.
So
we've never retained the Prem. We haven't done so many things that we've had the opportunity to do. Like Europe, we haven't done what we needed to do in Europe. We haven't obviously retained the Premier League. I've just mentioned the same 3 years. It's jarring, man. No, all right, Jay, forgive me, but is this not bordering on Mikel Arteta's 7th year, like the year we're about to go into? Okay, either way, 6 or 7 years. I'm really only on to Arteta for the last 3 years.
Why do you need some Arteta sexuals in that in the chat?
You know how Arsenal are, man. Like, there's that, and that's one thing that
you riding to Arteta though. Like it's mad though.
No,
like,
you can ride out for it, but don't act like he's walking on water and he's doing all amazing. Yeah. And if he is doing that, if you genuinely believe he's the best thing since sliced bread and stuff, then hold him to them standards. That's my thing. Hold him to them standards. Because I don't think they do though.
That's why they went after Tony Adams. That's why they went after Tony Adams. That's why they went after Tony Adams. Though I don't think they do.
What do you make of that? Because you ain't got no skin in the game where Arsenal's concerned.
I think Arsenal fans they're just crybabies, bro. Not all Arsenal fans, but the ones that back Arteta, they're just crybabies, bro. And anything that's been said about Arteta, it's like, yo, we need to cook him, we need to slander him, we need to attack his managerial career. It's like Thierry Henry says something, they're gonna cook him. Like, bro, it's like you can't say anything about Arteta without certain Arsenal fans.
There's a cult like following,
like I just find it crazy. He had an opinion. People say timing was awful, but at the same time, it's like he's seen Arteta not deliver for the past 6 years. He's seen Odegaard not get his team over the line and show a level of kind of captaincy and level of leadership to the point where he's dragged his team over the line. He's seen that with Declan Rice. So he's just said, yo, if I was Arteta, I would make Declan Rice a captain. I don't think he said anything kind of crazy. But yeah, all of a sudden, it's seen as an attack. He's a failed manager, etc., etc. And I'm like, come on, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I reckon Odegaard would be better if he was not the captain and let him do his own thing. No pressure. He's just doing his own thing. He doesn't have to lead. He doesn't have to do anything. You get me? He could just say, you know what? I'm going to play Declan Rice be captain. Because I think Declan Rice can manage that. He can manage being captain and play well. I think he can
and
do
maybe
both.
Magalhaes as well.
Yeah, Gabriel as well. With Odegaard, you can see it's kind of it's kind of almost like there's a wear and tear about it. And I feel like he's almost like he hides away from responsibility. He hides away from when the pressure's on. And that, you can't do it. It's all good and well maybe being a captain outside the dressing room, sending letters and that, you get me? But really and truly, it's true though. But when it's on the
I know
football,
what you mean.
You kind of hiding. Come on, bro. It's not nice. But I suppose now people have just kind of almost like, you know, you really can't say too much about Arteta unless if you do, then it's gone in it, man. It's khalas. You know what I mean? Them man don't fuck with it. What do you think though? Would you happy about it?
That's what Tony Adams comments or captain
Tony Adams.
With Tony Adams, I mean, he's Mr. Arsenal. He's been a captain that's done stuff. He's a player that played for us that your manager wanted to buy and your old manager Ferguson got nothing but praise. He's Mr. Arsenal. There's nothing more I can say for Tony Adams. He's allowed his opinion. I do share your sentiment in that there is a small section of us Arsenal fans who Omri and Tony Adams or anyone that goes against the grain, they're on to them kind of thing. My thing with it is it would be probably the timing. Not that I feel if you're a player, you shouldn't be affected by that, but the timing. And I do think it's a bit agenda driven, not necessarily by Tony Adams. I mean, you've got big bad Tony Adams doing a platform where you could ask him great questions and you're asking him that. Realistically, Odegaard is not losing his captaincy. We all know that. So for me, it's more of a thing where I hear what you said about it might, you know, free up Odegaard. But then I kind of differ in my opinion, bro, in that if we do say, like we said earlier, there's pressure. Remember, as you said, there's pressure on Arsenal to win a Premier League or a trophy, right? Cool. Playing for Arsenal Football Club, there's going to be pressure already, right? Cool. Odegaard was crap last season, so there's going to be even more pressure. And I do think he's bordering into that, not scapegoating, but scapegoating kind of thing. So if it's going to be there anyways, maybe I'm looking at this naive side, but if he takes off the armband, what's going to change? Like, and even if you look at Gabriel, Magalhaes and Rice, what are they doing? What are they going to do when they get the armband that they're not doing already? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't he wouldn't be my captain for what it's worth, because I actually wish I could combine your captain and my captain together. I think in terms of being a footballer, Odegaard's better. I just think Bruno Fernandes has that dog in him, that scumbagness in him to get over the line in a positive way. He doesn't hide. I do think that happens with Odegaard. I don't even think it's hiding. You know how you have some friends say that are just soft? I think he's one of them. Like he just, in the most respectful way to Odegaard, I got a lot of time for you, but you're just soft. It's like a bit like Mesut Ozil when he was under Jose. When it's time to play silky football, you're there. If it's time to be in the trenches and take him out. And I'm going to be looking at Odegaard. In fact, I'm going to be looking at Mikel Arteta, because I always say this, I'm going left, but where you look at someone like Eze, you know, if you were to bring in Eze, which I don't think is going to happen, and Odegaard's form is like that, you're in trouble. We don't have time to carry passengers. I'm going to be looking at Odegaard, Martinelli, and for the life of me, I can't remember the last one. Kai Havertz, depending on his role. We can't carry people next season. We can't carry people in general. We've done that in the last 3 years. So it's an interesting one, man. It's an interesting one. I want to ask you as well, yeah. Like, have you seen anything differently tactically? Because I ain't been watching you lot like you lot been watching.
We are pressing a little bit better. We are pressing a little bit better. When we do get into the forward line, the kind of chemistry between Mbeumo, Bruno,
he's gonna be mustard.
It's a little bit better. Amad and Dorgu have played well on the flanks as well, so they're
Amad playing fullback.
Amad wingback.
Well, what he's playing wingback?
Yeah, wingback in attacking system.
Crazy.
Yeah,
I've never seen Messi play fullback, but there must be a new.
Listen, end of the day, the managers changed the system. Before he was playing right wing and nobody was talking and he was scoring goals. So let's not do this.
Can't ever compare that peasant to Saka.
Saka not start left back.
That's why I said he's done the reverse Saka. Like Saka's
no,
not in his.
The thing is, though, you got to remember, like the managers come in and this is the system, but it's meant to be an attacking system anyway. We've seen it with Chelsea with Victor Moses and Alonso. They won the title with it. So
you're using. I hear that, but you're using Victor Moses as an example for Amad.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying no. You're going on like it's a peculiar system. It's a peculiar.
No,
position.
It's not. I just know if you were to show me a graphic, it's going to have Amad at fullback. That's crazy.
Fullback and wingback are two different things. You get me?
It's still in theory defending.
It's a player who will get to a certain position but not be able to kind of do other things. Whereas wingback, it's designed to attack. It's designed to attack, bro. You feel me? You've got the defender as cover. This is designed to attack. But anyways, besides the point, I think for me, like when I look at United right now, I don't think we're going to be going gun-ho and toe-to-toe with Arsenal. We'll let you have the ball. We'll let you kind of almost like dictate, and then we'll do what we did last season, hit you on a break. And we should have beat you last year.
They killed us when you had the chance, just like us in the FA Cup.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, I think for me, United, are they playing better than what I've seen last year? Slightly. I'm not going to exaggerate it. But at the same time, we're at that situation now where United, we've got to deliver. So you're going to see that from United this year. We have to deliver. We must deliver.
That's why I like talking to you, because when we banter, you're actually quite, balanced in that you're basically, obviously you're not demanding from Arsenal because you don't care, but you said Arsenal need to deliver, your club kind of need to deliver as well. Yep. To be fair with you though, like I think you lot are probably a lot happier about your summer than us. Now, obviously, you lot banner 17th for a second, but you lot were vexed. Like Radcliffe, this, that, the third. You've got Mbeumo. Fair enough. People might not want Šeško, but Šeško, Mbeumo, who's the other one? Cunha, on top of what you got already. Things start to look differently. I still think you need a midfielder or two, but things look a lot different. Like of the three attackers, which one are you like? Obviously, you're happy about all of them, but which one are you more giddy about? Like he's going to be the one, because for me, I think Mbeumo's too certain to fail. I think Šeško will get it right, but I think Šeško's thing is more Amorim kind of coaching. And if I was a United fan, I would want Šeško, but I probably want a more experienced striker, just for if there's fluctuation in his form, you can take him out. But out of the three new attackers, which one are you most bullish for?
I ain't gonna lie, it's Cunha, man. Cunha is a maverick, man.
Mbeumo,
And Mbeumo, of course, don't get me wrong, he might have the biggest impact, but the one that gets me on the edge of my seat is Cunha, man, with his little, his clever movement, the ball carrying ability, the skills. I think Mbeumo's direct, bro. He's just straight to the point. Whereas Cunha's got that kind of like that maverick nature about him, where he wants it. You know what I mean? He wants the ball. He wants to do a madness. He'll score from the edge of the box. I feel like Cunha might excite fans a little bit more. You feel me? But listen, brother, we got both. You know what I mean?
That's what I wanted to ask you, because it's like, which one are you more like thingy about? Like,
both. Like at the end of the day, both of them. Like shout out to Months, both of them. You know what I mean? So
quality signings.
Quality, like both prem proven. Like we actually did a madness with that one to get both.
That's when you used to win stuff, but when you used to buy the best of the rest in the prem type of thing.
There you go, Andy Cole. So many players we used to buy from
the list goes on.
Yeah, man. So
unfortunately,
yeah, man. So I ain't gonna lie to you. For me, it's one of them where obviously they got Šeško up front as well, who apparently might be ready for the game. Amrin said Šeško is ready
like
to play.
Starting him.
So you get me, like that's something that I feel like will be a positive for United as well. So it's gonna be good, man. I think for me it's gonna be a good game. People say it's gonna be a boring game. I'm not sure. If United get the first goal, it will be a good game. If United don't get the first goal,
open up.
Yeah, it forces you not to open up. But if you don't get the first goal, it could be an ugly game in that Arsenal are just gonna sit.
I saw you at set pieces. Be careful, I saw Fiorentina. Be careful.
But then again, when's
that man go?
When's that time score set piece goal?
Don't worry. It can happen. It's happening on Sunday.
Look,
we're talking about Šeško and Gyökeres. I don't even think Gyökeres is scoring against you. We're gonna let Kai Havertz and Kivior and them man get the wins for us. This is just
Kai Havertz from the bench. On the bench.
But I don't mind if Kai starts against Man United. This is light work. This is the lightest of work, bro. This is light work. This ain't United anymore.
This is gonna be light work. You're gonna destroy us.
Light work. Now I said we're getting 3 points. I know we're not losing.
But you can't say light work and then not tell me the result.
I'm bopping home with my 3 points.
How many goals?
Bro, enough goals. Depends how we're feeling. It depends how we're feeling. Give me a score prediction.
2-1 United.
See, I would have went 2-1 Arsenal. You lot to take the lead though, just so you lot's hearts can crumble a bit better. I need to see you lot doing the most.
You know, later on after the game, man, it's gonna be prime Arsenal content, I reckon.
What do you mean? I'm going on your channel, Rancy's channel, KG's channel, all of you lot. We're onto you lot. I can't wait. You're gonna be doing car park settings.
They say Super Sunday, but I reckon it could be Super Sunday in front of you, your lot's content, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, it's gonna be sensational. I really do. Man.
It might be a joy, just because, and I don't think it is. I still maintain we're gonna win, but it just feels like you talk to the Man United YouTubers like yourself or United fans, they're quite confident. We're quite confident. It's just set up for everyone to be humbled, like some boring kind of draw, if I'm honest. But we're getting
yeah. And would both teams take that? Probably, but at the same time, I'm not gonna lie to you, I want to win.
Same. You want to start the season off with a win.
Because at the end of the day, bro, I don't think there's gonna be many points to be. Like, I get it's a long season here, but bro, you can't lose points, man. Like
momentum
already, because you got a tough start, haven't you? So you know what I mean? Like, it's tough, man. Like we cannot afford to lose. We can't. We must not lose.
I know you don't believe it. You don't think you're winning. I can see in your eyes. You don't look confident, man. You have to do the Braveheart thing. I know you're very slyly. I think you're a lot more bullish about Man United's season than you're making out generally, than you're prepared to say. But I know you're not confident on Sunday.
Man said we won't say it. Who do you support? Is he a United fan?
Yeah, he's a United fan still.
That's crazy, man. How do you not have belief in your own team? That's crazy. But each to their own, innit, man? Each to their own.
Who do you think's getting more goals, Šeško or Gyökeres? I can't believe he's taking this long.
I feel like for me, he's more ready in the fact that he's a bit more like, I feel like with Šeško, he's still developing, innit? You get me? So, and I think you lot will create more chances. But I'm not really bothered about who gets more goals and whatnot. I'll be real with you. Like, as long as we get top 5, it's crazy. That's all I care.
You don't want to put your shooter on the table. I'm putting my shooter on the table. I hear it. You're not rating your thing.
Bro, it's not that I rate my thing. But I just think for you lot, I think you got a bit more tools around him in terms of your team's a bit more settled in it. You get me? So therefore, you might get more goals. But listen, don't worry about us, man. I think for me, Šeško, as long as we get 50, he gets 15 goals, which is tough in the league. Then
that's a good record. Well, a good return, but
yeah. But at the end of the day, I can't lie. Like for me, with Šeško as well, brother, if you don't get 20 goals this season, that's a failure.
Nah, you're being harsh on Šeško, man.
Oh shit!
Because when I look at go on.
For a striker you wanted for so long, and you're not demanding 20 goals from him. That's crazy.
Wait, are you talking about Gyökeres or Šeško?
Gyökeres.
Oh no, I thought you were talking about Šeško. Both ideally need to get that. But I think both strikers, it also comes down to the management. Obviously, they're at different stages. I know people will say Šeško got 13 goals, and I just want to throw it out there. Werner scored more in the Bundesliga. It's crazy, but it's on the managers. Like, you've bought the tools, as you said there with you lot with Šeško. He's another young striker coming into. Yeah, it's you've had good players. You've got Amad and you've got Zertsky, and you've bought in who you bought in. But it's on Amarin to make them kind of gel. That's why I think you lot need like an experienced striker to kind of take him out the firing line. For us, as I keep telling my fans, of course, I would love Zaha, I'd love Rodrigo. I don't think they're happening. I'm gassed about Gyökeres. Obviously, I think Saka is a good player, right? But I think it's a thing where Arteta's got to be able to break down low blocks and move the ball faster, or you're just going to see a new player with the same old shit in it. Remember, like, when Arsenal, fair enough, early days in the Emirates when we weren't winning stuff, but it was seen as a striker's dream. Give or take, us and Barcelona played the best football. You could genuinely see if you had a clinical man, we're creating chances for fun. We're not really doing that. And what I don't want to hear from Arsenal fans next season, if Gyökeres goes left, is Arteta didn't want him. Just because you didn't want him, don't mean it can't work. Let's just say in a make-believe world, yeah, I wanted Isaac, but I get Haaland. If Haaland don't bang, what are we going to do all of that? So I do think that we need that from Gyökeres. We need that. I'm not really on this whole rotating him for Kai Havertz for no reason. I want Arteta to go back to basics, Saeed, in that start your big boy. You see, to be fair, I don't know when Arteta's press conference starts, bro, but the way your manager is talking about Šeško, he might be playing the game and he might not start him, but the way he's talking about Šeško, I need to hear that about Gyökeres. Just start the man. Because I think you'll see a better Kai Havertz. Because the burden's not on you. One thing we don't do that you lot do is we take squad players and try and make them regulars. And then we're surprised that they go through the motions over a 38-game period. It's jarring. What do you make for your midfield, though? Because, we focused a lot on your attack. I know you lot trying to get Belemba. Where are you at with your midfield and the balance and all that?
It's our weakest point, man. That's probably our weakest point. I can't lie to you, bro. That's probably our area where, I ain't going to lie to you. It's looking a bit peak right now. I'll be real with you. So, boy, if Arsenal get on top of that midfield, it could be a long day. If Arsenal really, really get on midfield and then they invert as well with Timber and Skelly, long day, man. It's a long day. That's why I'm hoping United can somehow show a bit of energy. Maybe Ugarte might be the answer for that game, just for that game only. I know it sounds mad, but just to get in and around Zubimendi, get in his face.
I see Mendy's gonna ball out on that new toilet pitch, man. Crazy. We'll dominate the midfield, but I don't know if we'll take our chances. That's where I think we could lose. I know, like, it'll be the same thing, and it wouldn't even be something generated to United. That's just a street smart thing. I'm not even here to gas up my team. If you know my midfield is better than yours and we're gonna have the ball, naturally you're gonna say have the ball. We can't match you on that, but we can match you off it. And if we hit you on the transition with Arsenal's highline and we get the lead, then we're laughing, because as the game goes on, Arsenal are going to have to fly forward, and we all know how that goes on occasion. Midfield, you're getting bullied. I won't lie. Midfield, you're getting bullied. But I am scared of your attackers, and I will extend that to several players of your team. Even last season, you are capable, even when you was winning games, couple man are capable of just doing something magical and just getting something out of the game and then just keeping it moving.
Yeah.
That's where my issues come from.
It's true. But at the same time, it's like, bro, we need to fix up, man. We need to fix up. So I just hope that for me, this team, it's just there to make sure we compete and then we get the win, man. Because I feel like for me, we need to get the win. We really need to get our first win at home, man. Our record last season was 7 wins at home in 19. Shocking.
Nah, it can't be.
Yeah, it is, bro. 7 wins at home.
And Amarin still got his job.
Yeah, man. You get me? It's crazy,
so
man.
So where do you stand on the gaffer as well then, man? Like,
I think he's got, listen, I told you, it's 10 games, bro. 10 games he's got. I think a lot of the fans know he's got 10 games. That will bring him to about November. 10 games, bro. Can he do it?
Fuck, you know.
I think for me, listen, he's got an opportunity, man, to deliver, man. I think for me, it's one of them where I've given up in terms of like shouting about it. Like, he's here, innit? Yeah, 100%. That should have been after the Europa League, bro. But he's here now. We have to see what he's doing, innit? Like, no point moaning about it. Like, they're not going to sack him now, are they? They're going to sack him when they see if he doesn't deliver. So, yeah, man, we're going to see, bro. But big up to BR123.
Come on. My last question for you then, like, well, 2 questions. Like, who do you see winning the league? Like, yeah.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be an easy one, though, but it'll be Liverpool. Unfortunately. I don't think it will be easy. I don't think it will be one of them where I think 84 points will win the league this year, around there. And then,
you know what? I'm going with Liverpool. But don't you feel, when you look at, like, I would say us, historically, you lot and whatnot, but us, Liverpool, City, to a degree, Chelsea, there's a lot of transition. There's an element of unknown. Everybody looks like they've got teething issues defensively. Obviously, you lot are not in the title shouts, but if I throw you lot into that, you're trying to see what Amorim can do tactically. Clearly, if you're 17th, 16th, defensive things have to improve. Like, don't you think everyone's on a bit of an even footing? And I know it's cliche and we say this all the time, but it could, quote unquote, be the most exciting Premier League race yet. Like, where you at with it?
I think it could be. I think it's got the makers of being it. I think Chelsea are dark horses. I ain't gonna lie to you. Watch out for Chelsea. You know what? Like I said, there's things out there, man, that I do like, bro. But at the same time, I'm just like, boy, gotta be careful, man, as to what, you know what I mean, what we're predicting in the sense of like Man City, no defenders that I really look at. I think their defense is weak. Personally, for me anyway, I don't know. And he's never gone back to back. So that's another thing that people don't realize. He's never ever gone and not won a league title in 2 years. That's crazy, isn't it? So our City gonna show that, yo, listen, you doubted us. I don't know.
I think they are. Like, surely we can't, like, don't you think, we're not you or me, and I'm trying to pick my words wisely, but obviously there's issues at City, and ultimately Pep's dying by those standards. But I'm exaggerating. But if there's been 10 years, and he's won 9 of those 10 years, and he's fallen off in 1, don't people feel like, aren't we doing too much and writing off Pep a bit too much? I agree with you on the defensive thing.
You can't write off Pep too much, but it's like, but then you have to give respect to others who have done more, like who have recruited well more. You feel me? You can't go on base of Pep. You got to go on the base of recruitment. If Arsenal were to do a madness this summer and go and get the Rodrigo and that, why should I say, what about Pep? What about what Arsenal have done? You get me?
Too short. Like, even you.
What I'm saying to you, you're too short. I hear it. But what I'm saying is, if Arsenal have done what they need to do and they've recruited well, like what Pep has done might not be relevant to the title race. Okay, they've got a better manager, but you've got a team there where you're like, it's almost impossible not to win this title. Crazy.
And that's the thing, man. That's the, like, Arsenal always a couple pennies short of a pound. Like,
man.
I genuinely think we need 2 more signings for me to actually, and I still wouldn't be with chess. Oh my God, like, we're gonna get 100 points and never lose a game and all of these kind of things. But I think we're too short. I think we've got enough to fight, as we've been doing. I think we've got enough to on an evening shock the world. Like, you might see a little Real Madrid or Man City result. I do think we should be winning the FA Cup. As for the Prem and the Champions League, and for a team that talks a lot about fine margins and getting over the line, I can't really see anything different, because everybody talks about your football club at your best. How good are they at their worst? When Saka can't do it, even Gyökeres, if Gyökeres is having a bad game, what's going on? And I also extend that to the manager, because we do sing from the same script. It's more in-game management. Like, I need to know if the inverted fullback thing ain't working. Are you going to play traditional ones? Do you get it? This is what I meant when I said earlier, we shoot ourselves in the foot. If I didn't feel the way I did, then I'd say, fuck it. Like, we might not be the best and the biggest, but we've got an opportunity. I think we're in a race, but we're third in that regards. Like, fair enough, you made great points about City, but I think City are there. I think Liverpool, they earned that right because they just won the league, and I think they're there. I think it will come down to, because they made a lot of radical changes in it. Like, Onslaught's come in now this year. They've changed bare things. So if it all gels, I don't think anyone can stop them. I know they lost at the weekend, but I did see elements that I thought, oh, wouldn't fancy playing against them. They've obviously got Verts, and we're obviously going to see today what they're doing. And it's interesting because, I'm paraphrasing what you said, but it's almost like you're rating our summer business more than I am. And what I mean by that is, I think we've only got 2 level raises at the moment. Whether that's enough to compete in the Prem and all the other cups, we'll have to see. I think Gyökeres is that. I think Zubamendi's that. Madueke is a potential thing. I'm not even saying that to be disingenuous, but it is a potential thing. And if we're talking about winning the leagues, you need to know what man are doing right now, innit? Let's hope it works out. Cool, you've plugged gaps. And I know people would say, where Arsenal's concerned, in that this is finally a summer where we've at least addressed all the key areas. We haven't, you needed a striker and a left winger. You haven't got either, or you've got both. But then I would say, fair enough to the club, bro. But they've earned, they've had